Hey, bless up, fam. Good evening. Good evening. I hope y'all doing well. Hope everything's going well in your life. Hopefully you can hear me and you can see me. If you can hear me, you can see me. Give me a thumbs up. What's going on? Green grass grows. How you doing today? Good evening to you all. Hope y'all having a blessed evening. J3, what's going on, my brother? Good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome on in. Y'all welcome on in. Uh, this evening, we're gonna have a grown folks conversation, right? We're gonna have some interaction. Hopefully, you'll interact with me just as well as I interact with you. But before we get started, I need a thumbs up to let me know that you can hear me and you can see me, and that this live is coming through clear. That's going to be important because we're gonna have some grown folks conversation about some things. We're gonna dive into AI, and I titled this "Who Do You Think Will Win?" Because this is going to be challenging. This will be life changing for a lot of us as we move forward. Our youth, we definitely got to keep them in mind. We got to make sure that we really inform them and communicate. And we can't just tuck our heads in the sand and just walk away. If y'all can, give me a thumbs up. Let me know you can hear and see me. Before we get started, before we dive on in, I hope y'all doing well this evening. Put some T's in the chat too. If you know that you're thankful, you made it here thus far. Put some T's in chat too. Let me know. Let me know if you can hear me. Good Eats Homestead, what's going on, Good Eats? How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Got a thumbs up. Thank you, Good Eats. Thank you. That's what I need. I need that confirmation just to make sure I'm coming in clear and nice. Um, what's up, D Jackson? Good to see you. Good to see you. Got them T's in the chat. I see you. I see you. So unless you've been living on a rock, we know that this AI it's been around for quite some time. It's been, it's getting a little bit old. They've been studying in the background for well over what almost 2 decades, and AI is integrating in everything. We even use as gardeners, we use AI technology a lot of times when we have the plant identifier. Even if you search on Google, if you look on Google, it's incorporating AI. AI is really going to change and it's going to move real quickly, fam. And I just want to have a good grown up discussion about it. Now, most of my viewers, according to YouTube, the majority of my viewers, they're either my age or a little bit under my age. And I got a trickle of high and a little trickle of low. But the majority of my viewers are also men. And so, men, I want to have a conversation with you about this AI. And the majority of my people that interact with me are men of color. I'm going to put that little tidbit right there because that's going to be very important with us moving forward with AI. Because, fam, I'm telling you, um, we got to position ourselves to be in a winning situation. We need to really get our kids, they should have already been involved. We got to get our kids involved with technology. We got to diversify technology for real, because we are getting ready to embark on something that I don't know if a lot of you all are aware of, but a lot of these systems will be guided and driven based on AI technology, artificial intelligence. That's what I'm talking about when I say AI. Now, AI basically it takes in data and it compiles that data and it looks for patterns. That's how it works. Its strong point is data collection and processing that data, and then learning different ways to utilize that data. Now, with that said, there's a lot of different things that are going to happen. It's going to move rather quickly. I'm going to share with you a few things. Uh, I've been using AI for quite some time. It's growing rapidly. At one time in the beginning, years ago, when I first started using AI, it did not have no current data. It wouldn't release any. They wouldn't release it, but they slowly are releasing like live current data, and it's really growing. We're watching self-driven cars. We looking at pets. We talking about people having robots in our home as companions, also to help assist with our duties, as far as washing dishes, washing clothes, sweeping, all kinds of different things. Things are going to move so quick and so rapidly, just like back in the days, but it's going to be faster when that chip came out, and then everything just exploded. But are you aware that your credit, employment, your financing, even in banking, a lot of it is going to be AI driven? Now, fam, understand this. If you are a person of color, whether you want to say you're African American, Black, or whatever, understand this. They're taking data from the past and it's compiling that data. Now, they already have some difficulties with facial recognition, with law enforcement, where they're getting people mixed up. You know, we all look alike. That's the thing that they've had in for years. Now, I'm not making this stuff up. You do your own research, you do your own look. But also, when it comes to credit approval, jobs, the system will be generated where a lot of the HR tasks, education, healthcare, it's going to get impacted, where you're not going to have people driving this system. It's going to be an automated system. And they have already discovered that there are biases, and the biases are not in our favor. So I'm just giving you the heads up, because I'm going to share with you a few things. I want to read something to you real quickly. This is an article. It say AI itself is not inherently racist, but it can exhibit biases, including racism, depending on how it is designed, trained, and implemented. And these are some reasons why. It says AI learns from data. If the training data contains bias, whether it's overt, or the AI model may replicate or even amplify those biases. For example, facial recognition systems have historically struggled with accuracy for people with darker skin tones due to the imbalanced training data sets. So they're saying just from inputting the data, it's been biased. Understand, it's artificial intelligence. It's man that's giving data. So think about the data going historically back. What data is it receiving, right? And it even talks about the algorithm design too. You know, a lot of this article kind of talks about some even with the algorithm, that it may not favor towards people of color. It goes in here, talks about application biases when it's hiring. It's talking about even credit, a lot of different things, because of historically the data and the data sets that's been put into this system. It's pulling from data sets. Now, if it's proven by history and the data that is biased, then it will work in that way. So understand that, fam. Understand what you're against. And this is something we're going to have to prepare. We need more and more entrepreneurs. We need more and more people having their own business and using their own mind and brain to help them hire people, to help them employ people. We need more people in technology, younger people in technology, to give some different insights, to give some different input, some of those data sets, to add more of a diverse data sets. And we already know what's going on with information and diversity, with education and all of that. If it's wiped out, if a lot of that stuff is gone, and the only thing is nothing but bias, then y'all already know what's going on. What's going on, Toy? Good to see you. Kathy B, what's up? What's up? Good evening. Good evening. Making it make sense. It ought to make some sense. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you this evening. Fam and friends, I appreciate that. Thank you. But tell me, what are some of your thoughts about this AI? Because we're going to be using it in all kinds of ways. They say in the manufacturing industry, a lot of the manufacturing is going to be automated, even in farming. I mean, a lot of the way that they are advancing the robotics and automation. Even we look at, I have a lot of farmland near me. I'm watching tractors that run 24/7. and there's no humans on there, right? So it's already there. It's already, and the roles are perfect. I mean, everything is finely tuned, finely maintained, and where it used to take maybe a whole field of people to harvest and to operate, now it's 4 and 5 individuals to do harvesting. It's crazy. It's crazy. And they're doing it like in record pace. So it's affecting every single portion of our lives. And the scary part, like I said, when it comes to banking and when it comes to, now, one thing that it speaks highly about is healthcare. Healthcare will be more accessible for us determining, um, finding those patterns, looking for those patterns. Remember, AI is strong with finding patterns. So when it see patterns of different data sets where it can make diagnosis a whole lot quicker, a whole lot more accurate. So those things will be great. Education is another thing if it's not biased information going inside of the system. Now, a lot of the jobs will be compromised. A lot of physical people jobs will be compromised. We already see it now with automation. It used to be you go into a dollar store or you go into any general store, you would have someone outside picking up paper, getting the buggies. You would have someone working in different sections. In the freezer section, you would have someone maybe working the register. You would have somebody stocking. You would have a manager. You would have assistant manager. Now you go into these stores, these dollar stores, you probably got 2 people there. And they're running the whole entire store. That's what we're getting ready to embark on, where a lot of jobs are going to be cut. And you're going to only have 1 or 2 people doing what it used to take 20 and 30 people to do. And guess what? They're going to be competing for that job. And what it's going to do is going to be good in corporate America because, hey, we no longer need a bunch of people. We can have a few people, and then we can have the highest and brightest competing off of these few jobs. And then we can pay them even less. So, fam, get ready. And what you don't want to do, understand there's people coming here into this country that are willing to do what you don't want to do. So be mindful, fam. Be mindful. Think about it. Pay attention to what's going on. This is real. It's going to happen real quick. It's going to happen real fast. I personally feel like it's convinced, but at a high price. It's convenient, but at a high price for us. In the end, it will make us robots in a way. I can see that. We won't be able to simply think on our own. I could definitely see that make sense. We're not going to have to really think. The society is already building and cultivating basically communities where you don't have to think. You just go and everything would be there. Because one of the things that they're really working, like Google and a lot of other search engines, they want to be able, before you even key in your search, they want to already be, as you typing it in, they want to already be able to know what you're going to type before you type it. So is it dumbing us down? I would say yes. In a lot of cases, it's making us very dumb. And now we're going to start losing our muscles, muscle tone, our movements. We're going to get stiffer, and because we're going to have all of these machines working for us. But they're getting more and more intelligent because there's more data that's going inside of these systems, and they're learning at a rapid pace, far faster than what we can process. So they're making application. One guy I was listening to, he said, to kind of explain this AI, he said, before I would give you a 10-piece puzzle, and all the pieces, I tell you, take puzzle piece number 2, turn it slightly to your right, 30 degrees to your right, and then angle it at an angle to your left, and then place it inside the slot. He said that was like when they did coding. That's when they used to tell. It used to be where you told the computer what you wanted to do. Now they say the difference with AI is they'll give them some blocks, and they'll give them some puzzles, and they'll just find all different types of ways. It's almost like a child. When you grew up as a child, where you had those building blocks and you just gave it to a child. There was no right, no wrong way of building something. That's what the AI is now. It's like it's going to go ahead and be creative and try to find any kind of way or however it needs to actually build or to create something. So that's what we're up against, fam. We're up against that, and it's moving so quick. And I'm just curious, how are you all? How are you thinking that this process is going to go? Because I'm going to read something else to you that I've seen in the article, and this is going to kind of resonate. If I can get my screen to act right, hold on for 1 second. Yeah, this is right here is all right. Here we go. So it says, I'm trying to find that good section. It was one section where I wanted to really share with you all. Hold on for 1 second. So it says automation jobs. AI will automate many jobs, especially in fields like manufacturing, customer service, administrative roles. So all of these roles in manufacturing, customer service, administrative roles, while this may lead to job displacement in certain industry, it could also create new opportunities. But it's going to be tech. It says it's going to be in the tech sector. So it says in Black communities may face higher rates of displacement if they lack access to training required for the new AI basis. So it's saying that if we don't have access to some of this, it's already predicting that we may be going through it a little bit rougher than the average person. It says AI systems used in hiring process, such as resume screenings or interview evaluations, can perpetuate biases if not carefully managed. Studies have shown that AI algorithms can be biased against people of color, especially Black individuals. Discriminatory hiring practices may be amplified if AI systems are trained on historical data, because that's where it's getting this information from, historical data that reflects biases, making it harder for Black men to secure jobs. Fam, I want us to be being prepared while we got time, and we need to make sure we get our trades up. We need to make sure that we start getting our businesses put together. We need to make sure that we can trade with each other. We need to go ahead and get our behinds out of debt. We need to really start to get our skills set up. And if we got youth and we want them to be productive, we need to really get them in the tech field. They need to really, really start to understand that it's going to rapidly change, and it's going to be a high demand for only just a few jobs. What's up, family, man? Good to see you, man. I ain't see you slide in. Good to see you. Who I missed? Let me see if I missed anybody. Hey, Shy, how you doing? I missed Shy. I didn't see you come in, Shy. Good to see you. So we're watching a lot of administrative jobs are going to get affected. Manufacturing, anything that's repetitive, anything that's the routine, day to day, a lot of those jobs are going to get impacted. We're looking at the trucking industry. We're looking at transportation industry. They're getting better and better with these self-driven automobiles. You're looking at communities like large cities. They're going to have already in Orlando, they got areas in those special vacation spots where it's automated already. You go in some of these trolleys or even the cars, there's no people there. I've seen some over in California. They got some little sprinkle. They've been testing for years, but they're getting better and better. And all they got to do is drive down the cost and make it more affordable and just get more and more efficient on it. So understand this. It's moving so fast. So y'all share with me some of your thoughts about the AI. Do you think that it's going to really affect you? You know, like a lot, some of us, we're still got another 20, 30 years of working. How do you think it's going to affect you as far as your current job that you're doing, your current task that you're doing? Are you a master at what you're doing? Are you one of the leaders at what you're doing? Because they will retain and keep the leaders of whatever industry they're in, but they will definitely reduce all the entry level positions. It's going to happen so quickly. It's going to happen so fast that I'm just concerned about a lot of our beautiful people, man, because we're going to be struggling. And now you're looking at, of course, the interest rates and everything else is still sky high. And now it's going to be, they already predicting that it's going to be harder to get finance for housing. They already said that they predicting discrimination, not only just from law enforcement, not only from credit, not only from hiring. It's going to be challenging. And we got to work our way through there because we got to understand, in order for legislation and all that to get caught up, who to say that they even going to care? You know what I'm saying? If we watching this process, who to say they even going to even care whether there are biases or not, if they're not affected? So I'm just saying, fam, think about it, really focus on it, strategize, and make sure that if you got that dream business that you're trying to start, if you got that dream goal that you're trying to achieve, I need you to quickly start moving that direction because we need to make sure that we have other resources and other avenues to maintain our stability financially. So it's one of those things. It's a part of life. We always overcome a lot of challenges. We always overcome a lot of hurdles. I know we will continue to overcome a lot of strategies, a lot of these challenges and a lot of these hurdles. But I want us to start thinking, start planning, take our kids, teach our kids, expose our kids, let them get more into the tech side, no matter what field they choose. If they are in the healthcare, because they say the healthcare will be impacted greatly, the education. So if you're training, if you're a trainer, if you HR, if you administrative assistant, if you're doing anything clerical, you're doing data collection, you're doing data research, data analysis, get ready because it's going to move fast, and they're going to start with those sectors first. And I'm telling you, make sure that you get your skill set, that you diversify. If you are in those fields, be the leader of the field, embrace the AI, learn more about it, learn how you can incorporate that into your day-to-day work field, because in the beginning, it's going to be a big learning curve. Everybody's going to kind of be new with it, but you want to have that competitive advantage and you want to already be on top of it. You want to get to know it, understand how it works and the inner working, and you want to be the leader of your field so that you won't get vacuumed up in the overall large movement. V Cooper, what's going on, V Cooper? They're already saying AI is biased against people of color because of who programs. Of course, we should expect to be able we should expect to be able to use it to our benefit, to be able to stay current and effective. I love that perspective. I like that, and that's how we need to walk into this thing. We need to walk into this thing using it to our benefit, using it to our advantage. And it's a lot of different things. And one thing that cannot take away from us is our creativity. Use these tools that are out here that can quickly teach you a lot of things. You can learn a lot. You know, I don't care whether you're trying to dream of, whatever you're thinking about, we're going to have exposure to resources and information like we've never had before. But you got to get to know, you got to be creative, you got to think outside the box, and let some of these tools benefit you greatly. And so I totally agree, V Cooper. Thank you for that comment, because we got to embrace it. And I know we can overcome it. I know we'll find ways, because we always do. But let us get ready. Let us get prepared. Let us not be caught flat-footed. You know what I'm saying? And then let us not be looking for somebody to come give us this rope that they can pull us out of this situation that we already have a knowledge of. So go ahead and embrace it, learn as much as you possibly can, incorporate it in some of the things you're doing so that you can learn how it works, and then you can also use it to your benefit. Because it's no different between long ago when they said that the shipyards, the cranes will put people out of jobs when they was fighting against cranes coming into. But look, people still found a way to work around it. People still found ways to overcome some of those challenges. Did a lot of people lose their jobs? Did they not need as many people? Yes. But just be one of those resilient ones that are really on the edge of technology and the beginning of technology, and just be that go-to resource. So no matter what field you're in, is none of this is here to scare us. It's here to make us aware and make sure that we be vigilant in what we're doing, and then we approach it as such. And then we need to have some serious dialogue with some of our friends, family, and some of our youth. We need to make sure that we properly show them and give them the exposure. And if there's workshops, there's things that they can attend, get them involved, get them motivated, make some games out of it. We creative, we know how to make things where it can be interesting. If you're in training, you're in teaching, start learning about it so you can train others on how to use it. You know what I'm saying? Just be creative, but kind of center some of your learnings around some of this technology. You know, if you're good with, as far as mechanic, you're good in manufacturing, learn a little bit about robotics, learn a little bit about the electrical side, the digital side, learn, get your skill set up so you can incorporate and infuse your skill sets into that industry. Because understand, everything made by man is going to break. It's not going to always work. There's going to be things that's going to be wrong with it. And so there are going to be setups. There are going to be all of this kind of stuff that has to happen. So just embrace it, learn a little bit more about it. And like I said, I really wasn't going to stay on him that long, but I wanted to I keep reading a lot of different articles. I keep seeing a lot of different things, and I'm watching the rapid increase. And I think over the next, especially if we're looking at how we're looking at what's coming on with a lot of our leadership, they're going to really be pushing for this to happen and happen rather quickly. And as we progress into the next phase of this thing called life, just get yourself prepared, get yourself ready, and just understand that it's a change coming. And when that change comes, let us just be prepared and ready for it, fam. So I hope y'all doing well. I hope y'all have a happy and a safe holiday. I hope you be safe. And if you're traveling, please be safe. Don't worry about being on time. Be safe first. And if you're in the parking lot, you feel like you finna go off on somebody, don't go off on them. It's not worth it. Somebody cut you off, let them have it. So just move in a space of peace. Leave early. Take your time and be safe out there. And until the next time we see each other again, y'all stay well, stay blessed, and don't forget to keep on growing. Grow. What's up, G Hud? Good to see you. Bless up, everybody. Y'all take care, stay blessed, and stay well. Peace, y'all.